Hi everybody, I'm Matt, and it's a beautiful Tuesday in July. Hard to believe we just came out of, feels like an eternity of 100 degrees, 110 heat index of 2000. It felt like an oven outside, but today is beautiful, and we have harvest of the week. We are looking at our small, large, and fruit shares, and the fruit actually made it through the heat without too much trouble. The vegetables, all the hardy vegetables made it through the heat, and we're looking towards a good week of, well, let's look and see what we have in the small share. We've got tomatoes, which are actually doing real nice right now, and expect to have them through most of September. We've got it's a variety of smaller, medium, sometimes large red tomatoes, mostly with some different colored small tomatoes. You may have an heirloom tomato in there, which an heirloom would be, most of our heirlooms are alternate colors to red tomatoes. They may be pink or purple or yellow and red striped. And they're a little softer flesh, but they are so tasty. So don't be put off by the fact if they do feel a little bit soft. That's normal. And green beans in the small share, a couple peppers, a couple green peppers. Might have a little bit of purpley peppers. Our red and yellow and orange peppers will be in a couple weeks still. Some nice Bib lettuce. We have a nice slicing cucumber, a couple ears of corn, could be white or bicolor. Either way is tasty and wonderful. We have peaches. Now, most of the peaches that people will be getting are yellow peaches. Way back when, my dad used to always like to say, pink or white, red or yellow, meaning this background color here, sort of like the suntan on a peach. If it's pink, you've got white peaches. If it's red, you've got yellow peaches. Peaches are really, really great this time of year. You can let them sit out on your kitchen counter, somewhere where you can see them and not forget about them. They'll have a nice aroma when they're ready to eat, usually in about 2 to 3 days. If you don't want all your peaches at the same time, put a couple in the fridge, and when you eat one, pull it out of the fridge and replace the one on your counter. And there's a small share. Now for the basil, for the herb, we have a choice of either basil or mint. Beginning of the week, we'll probably have a lot of basil. The basil is going nice and strong in our hydro house. Hopefully we'll have lots of uses of basil and everybody is enjoying it. In the fruit share this week, we've got white peaches, blueberries, which are still going to be for a little bit, but we're actually, unfortunately, coming to less volume soon. But for right now, we've got plenty of blueberries. And we've got plums. And we've got a mixture of methley plums, which are these darker red, and shiro plums, which is this lighter greenish yellow. Both of which will ripen if you let them sit out for a little bit. They'll get to the methley will get a darker purple. You can eat them like this, but they get even nice and sweeter when they're really dark and purple, almost like these peaches look. And then the shiro as well will get a nice golden, less green, and it'll just get a nice yellow golden color after a couple days at room temperature. And that's our fruit share. And the large shares this week, we've got, in addition to tomatoes and lettuce and cucumbers, which we've got either an alternate of slicing cucumber or our Kirby or pickling cucumbers, which are, I love these. They don't keep as long as the slicers because the skin is thin, it's a little smaller, but they're super tasty. You can make a nice little just a cucumber salad with a little bit of, well, Candice has put the recipes on. Honestly, I don't have quite the recipes she has, but she's going to post a lot of recipes. Check the links below for all the good stuff. And then we've got green beans, same as the small. In addition, well, we've got green peppers as well, and peaches, the same as the small share. In a large share, you may get blueberries, you may get additional peaches, kind of one way or the other. You will get some basil and rosemary or thyme. Rosemary is the nice long needles, and thyme has a lot of smaller leaves. Both of them are kind of a woody herb, and If you don't know what to do with them and you're not sure what to do with them in the next week or so, you can always just let them sit out at room temperature and dry. And they make nice dried stuff. And they smell, rosemary especially smells great. Thyme does too. They actually both smell really nice. You can tie them in a little, get a couple branches together and just get a little yarn or something like that, tie them together and hang it somewhere. You got a nice little aromatic kitchen fragrance. In addition to the small share things, we have Swiss chard and or dandelion greens and eggplant and a few small potatoes, colorful little red or gold, maybe even a purple one, just some baby potatoes. And that's what's in the large share this week, and the fruit and the small shares. Again, I don't have any particular recipes picked out, but Candice has them listed below or wherever you'll find the links, the usual suspects. Any questions, feel free to shoot us an email, shoot us a Twitter, whatever. Whatever way you want to ask a question, feel free to ask a question. How long the season's going to last. I'm really grateful for the break in the weather. I hope you all have a great change in the weather as well. And that's it. We'll see you next week. Bye.